life is a series of fortunate and unfortunate events. And when we look at unfortunate events and financial challenges, they can test one's retirement savings discipline. So, what suggestions would you give with regards to adapting retirement investment strategy during, say, unexpected circumstances without derailing long term goals?
Yeah, thanks, Gautam. So I'd like to reiterate one point which Kalpesh made, which is to try and avoid stopping the power of compounding, right? Which is the most important factor when it comes to reaching your target corpus, right? And as you said, emergencies don't come announced, right? They're always unexpected. So the best way to prepare for them is to have a separate emergency fund, right? And typically, one suggests maybe having 6 months or 1 year of expenses covered by the emergency fund. But let's say, in an unfortunate case, you need to cover that for a longer period. Now, if it's just 6 months to 1 year, then maybe you can keep that emergency fund in the form of FDs, which even I have, right? But let's say you want to prepare for a longer term, then we also don't want to impact the compounding of our retirement funds. Then the easiest way to do it is to have a separate investment in, let's say, a multi-asset allocation fund or an asset allocation fund of fund. So in your mind, that is your investment for any emergencies, right? So you have your small emergency fund in the form of FDs, which can cover maybe 6 months or 1 year of your expenses. You have your separate retirement planning portfolio where you have done your proper asset allocation and you keep investing in that. And for any of these longer term emergencies, you just have a separate investment which in your mind you're clear. You will liquidate that in case you need to, right? For any longer term emergency. So that is kind of a simple way to do it. Now, in an unfortunate case where even that is not sufficient and you do need to dip into your retirement kitty, right? So there again, your age and your tenure to retirement and your net worth at that time and your target corpus come into the picture. So there, the decision point you have is whether you want to reduce your risk in terms of reduce your equity allocation, or you prefer to dip into, for example, your fixed income allocation and reduce that component, right? So that will be a personal decision based on your circumstances, but you have that flexibility, right? Either you can reduce part of your equity allocation and reduce the risk in your portfolio, or you can reduce some of the fixed income allocation to take care of your emergencies. But this is how I would think about it in terms of a very short term emergency, dip into my emergency fund. In case of a medium term emergency, have a separate multi asset allocation fund or an asset allocation fund. And for any longer term needs, then dip into my retirement kitty as a last option.
An investor education and awareness initiative of Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.